All right, folks, starting off in a second. Me and my endless ways of ADHD. Massive ADHD distractions. A lot of things happened in the last half an hour. Sorry. 100% trying to understand. 100% trying to understand. What went wrong today? There's been some chaos, but we're almost there. We're almost there. Almost there. Thanks to the folks who are lurking in the background with us. We're playing some more Path of Exile today. We are checking out a new build, working on something that Palm threw an idea out about. We are going to attempt to make a shield bash, not shield bash, but like shield charge. Yes, a shield charge build using a full tanky build. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't figured it out yet. It's really just all theory at this point. We're kind of losing crap. Man, it's stuff. Just a lot of stuff. This is gonna be a hard build. It's gonna be a hard build. I'm kind of falling apart because I want to start it. I want to continue with it, but we're at the beginning, like the very beginning of it. And in my head, I still don't know what I'm doing. So unlike everyone else running to play Path of Exile 1, I am 100% trying to make sure that I fix my Path of Exile 2 builds. It's hard. It's really hard. We're also like not using any guides, nothing. We're just learning how X and Y works by using A and B. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of frustration. And honestly, I think this is probably the one game I have learned so much about by just playing and playing and playing. We reached 110 hours of play this week in Path of Exile, which sounds disgusting, but it is slowly getting closer to being my most played game ever in my collection. And I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I'm loving it. I love it. I love Path of Exile 2. I cannot wait until this game is fully complete. Hopefully there won't be any crazy issues. And hopefully we actually get a build to level 90. We still haven't completed it. Like, at least not in this season. We've gotten to like 89 and then we've stopped, even though it's not like impossible. It's just that it takes a while because at every level you can feel the difficulty kind of like punch your character harder, and you have to modify it through it. And it's not like we're not modifying, it's just hard. It's hard to figure out where your gaps are. At least for me, I don't completely know where my gaps are. Hopefully we find them soon. Hopefully we find them soon. I always forget to press the animation button when we're done. But hopefully we find them soon, because quite honestly, it's I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I love playing Path of Exile. Path of Exile 2 is it's my type of game, and hopefully we can finish something that at the end of the day makes Palm happy. I think besides that, I think we're gonna be good to start. Check us out on YouTube as always. If you'd like to support the channel, drop a follow on Twitch. Check us out on YouTube, drop a follow, subscribe, all the normal things. Please do them. They're super helpful. We are trying to get to 1,200 and finally beat this number. I know part of that is me getting back to streaming more. We are working on that as well. We're putting in a lot of time, dedicating a lot of moments of the day to just streaming. And as long as things go well, we should have a good time. You should have a good time. And I don't think anything is going to burst into flames. But for now, we are playing our Lich. We're pretty much making a Lich, and we're turning that Lich into a Dark Knight. We're gonna make it a Dark Knight, pretty much. So unlike our Knights of Solaris, or unlike the Knight of Solaris build, you know, fire everywhere, we're going to attempt to turn this into a constantly spreading chaos character. And if we can, it'll be a lot of fun. So let's see what happens. Let's see how far we can get. Let's play some Path of Exile 2. And let's hopefully get past this part in the story, because the beginning of this is really hard for me, because we're trying to make something work that probably doesn't work, but that's what we always do. We're always trying to make somewhat unique build ideas. So we'll see how far we can get. So I'll jump in, play some Path of Exile 2, and let's see if we can actually level this character up. We had a great update. Undifferous update and PoE. Love it. It removed all my graphical things. What? Apparently I missed the charge. But right now, we're just charging and cursing. Well, we're not really cursing, we're charging. We don't have any curses yet because we're not at the level to get curses. But we're gonna dedicate some time to blasphemy. And a bunch of other things, to be honest, too. As long as we get contagion going, we're actually pretty good. But we need our contagion to go a bit farther before it actually becomes like a spread thing. It's really just spreading the contagion. So I was getting more regeneration for some other things. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a hard one, man. It's going to be a hard one. Because I know nothing about Witch. I know nothing about the character class. I know nothing about any of the ascensions. I'm literally learning as I go. So I'm not even against it. I'm actually having a lot of fun. Like the first day of playing this character was a hard one, just trying to figure out like what would be the best way to go. And I think I got it. We're probably gonna need more accuracy because, geez, like there's a lot of projectiles that are probably gonna be going out on this character. I didn't originally think it would be a lot of projectiles, but if we build it the way that I think we're gonna end up building it, we're gonna need so many things. Please stop. I need you guys to all get cursed and die. I think this would be one of the fun ways of doing it, at least. We're pretty much doing another damage over time build, something similar to our poison build, but without the poison. We'll be doing completely chaos dot focuses, which is pretty much similar to poison, but since we're also doing the chaos dot poison, as long as we find a way of doing a poison source or doing damage with a weapon or skill or something we're using that deals chaos damage, we can actually add the poison, which will then scale, and it makes for a very interesting build, at least in my mind. The ideas I have, I think, are pretty cool. Let's come back to town. I gotta get that sapphire. 16? What is this? 16, right? 23. I'll throw that one in. I need to go to these potions. Please stop hitting me. We're waiting to get to level 27. Once you get to 27, when we get a shield, we can get a shield that's going to be ridiculously helpful towards us. We haven't even figured out what's like what we're going to be using in our slots yet. Like this, so many things. So what is this? 50 to accuracy rating. Critical hit chance for spells. Yeah, we'll just take that. Accuracy rating, I guess. Chance to hit. We're not really doing any physical skills, but that'll help us. Let me pick up this sapphire, jump to town, get rid of the crap in my pocket. Advisor's helm, armor evasion. No, thank you. Greater life flask. Greater life flasky. Let's go back to town. My freaking camera keeps freaking me out. Not the camera on my computer, the camera in front of my house. Because it keeps being triggered by the weirdest things. Are we gonna blow up? I'm gonna blow up. I'll blow up.
I hear you. Speak up.
Break these down. I don't think we're gonna need them. Probably combine these gems together too. See what we get. What the one to identify? Energy shield, class speed. Actually, this is helpful to us. We can get another good hit on it. 3% of damage taken reduced as life, also very helpful. One second, chat. Oh shit, this thing actually came out really well. 3% damage taken as life, which is kind of weird, but we can swap that out with regenerations that affect energy shield. This is a really good gem actually. This is perfect for us. Let me do something real quick. Alrighty. And what armor is that? That looks pretty cool. We should put this on. I think you have a free slot. You have 2 free slots. You're gonna get one right there too. Let's put this in our dual socket. We're gonna get 2% increased cast speed, which is probably gonna help us with our slowest crap cast speed right now. That recoup is really good. Increased maximum energy shield and maximum charge rate is also really useful. We really want as much recharge as possible. I may have wired this thing wrong. Testing, testing, 1, 2, test. Test, test, test. That's better. Alright. But yeah, we're gonna put that gem there. And we're gonna continue downward to over here. And hopefully once you get this and we get to level 27, when you get that shield you want, or shield we need, this should be cool. This build actually relies solely on a shield because of because Palm wanted us to make a shield charge.
I shall put this to use.
A build that only uses shields to deal damage. There's more food? We have a midstream meal, chat. Got some more Tensei oud. I can roll. The fact that this character is still nimble enough to roll is actually very, very nice. I was worried about having a character like this that I couldn't roll with, and it just wouldn't be my playstyle. Oh yeah, tell us what your chat. A lot of chaos today. Cultist Great Hammer. Alright, so we killed the giant thing. We got a really good gem that's actually ridiculously helpful. We gotta find a way to surpass our what do you call it? What do you call it? I have no energy shield. Ugh, this not being able to cast when you don't have energy shield, it sucks. But it kind of works. I mean, it would work better if I had the shield that I would love to have right now, because it wouldn't really matter. But also, me and I was dead. There's a lot of like problematic things about it. Since I'm still running out of energy shield, that's a problem. We're going to need our energy shield to recharge or something. Damage. Duration of damage taken recouped as life is pretty useful. Total life recovery per second. We don't really have much life recovery, which is a very interesting problem. Apparently Lich doesn't have life recovery. Didn't know that. Once I got here, I was like, oh shoot, I don't have life recovery. Which was unexpected. But it's kind of cool. It's a nice little challenge. And I really want to like burst fire these things somehow. And I'm gonna figure out how. That's really what's the whole thing. Like right now we're trying to make a build work in a way that I'm not completely certain it will be able to work. Like we don't want to get hit, but we do want to get hit in a very strange way, because a big part of the build is block, and since we want to be blocking damage, we also want tons of energy shield, so that we can inoculate ourselves, not worry about chaos damage, and use things like volatility to test it out and see how it works. And we're on the proper side of the board for it, so I think we can make it work. I just gotta figure out how. And then I need to also figure out a way to get like a better cast of that curse. Cause like it hitting one target is great, but what I really need is this essence shot to actually do its job. But the contagion spreading is great. Contagion's fantastic. it's working out, it's doing its thing, it does basically no damage. But when you can stack 3 or 4 different types of curses on it, it works to clear waves quite nicely. It's like we're charging into things too, it works. But again, you need to be consistently doing chaos damage. The second weapon we need to make this build work in the way that I think it's going to is not going to be available to us until at least level 50. And until then, we're just scaling chaos damage. We'll need all of our chaos scaling and everything that we can possibly get to like remove enemies' defenses against chaos as much as we can. And then we're gonna need to find a way to do as many projectiles as possible and somehow connect them to shield charge. We might need way more spirit than I'm going to be able to get. But I also might have an idea in which I can get a ton of spirit. This build might also work better for a different class. But we won't know until we get there. I just feel like the chaos bonuses that this that the witch has access to allows for this to work out. But at the end of the day, it may work out best without shield charge. Because there's still the option of using a scepter, and of course it's that scepter that we just got. What's it called again? Let's see. Palm of the Dreamer Shrine Scepter. If we had that with this, that'd be great. But honestly, we could put it on the side and somehow dedicate time to like weapon swapping, maybe. I feel like that might be unnecessary. For us, I feel like we just work very well. Spell damage, chaos damage done, and scaling everything so that the chaos damage actually does its job. And as soon as you get like enough targets hit, you can somehow get a bunch of targets hit. That'd be great. We're gonna be in the middle of combat a lot too once you get to higher levels, just like our Pathfinder. But in this case, we'll probably be way tankier. So we're gonna be bursting, doing massive chaos bursts, and using that one contagion to do tons of chaos damage. As soon as I can get to the point of getting like Volt or something on the character's build, we need a lot of items. Or we just need to get access to all the items that we need. And once we get there, we're good. What level are we? 24? 24, yeah. But that's about it. I think we can get it done. It works pretty nicely against bosses. We haven't had any trouble as of late. Oh, as of yet. So we just need to find a way to make it so that we do like a big old curse or something. Make it so that like we're getting a lot of power charges as well. So this is definitely going to end up using power charges. I just don't know how to get the power charges in there. We could. No, actually, I don't know how to get the power charges there yet. That's my only dilemma. I think that the weapon we're going to end up using gives us endurance charges, or uses endurance charges to make crits happen. But since I don't know, I feel like since we, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. It's probably a way of doing it. We'll test it all at some point. Again, this is a build that is fully dedicated to testing an idea from Palm. And so far, having all this energy shield is nice. I'm pretty well defended. And the spread is nice. Where is the end of this map? I wonder if I can like double poison and spread. Yep. I just need a bigger spread. Like we need a bigger AoE. I should make Contagion. Contagion should have an AoE increase. Contagions have an AoE increase. We need it. We're gonna need it to really be hitting farther. Wait, how far is the spread on this anyway? And does 30% really matter? Magnify effect? Yeah, welcome in Cressley. Good to see you again. But yeah, magnify effect definitely, because we need contagion to get going. The spread is 1.7 meters. Might take that damage loss. Get a bigger spread. Does the spread of contagion increase from levels? I didn't look that up. I don't think it does. We have to check. Well, I can check when we get back to town actually. No, you can check on a gym to see if it works. Okay. Wow, things Cressley. How you been? Welcome back, welcome back. People are gonna watch me struggle today as I try to figure out what I'm doing with something I've never done before. But it's actually kind of funny because if I remember correctly, there's tons of people doing a Chaos Witch build in PoE 1 for like starters. Because it works. Apparently this works better there, but I've never played it. I really don't know. As long as I can actually get some chaos damage going, we're pretty good. Leveling the block. I just need... I need the block to do something other than block. As long as I can stay close. I can get it to work. I think we're gonna end up changing one of our skills into like a cast on X effect burst type thing, which is gotta be fun to see. Just can't wait to get to it. Boop. Boop. Wait. Boop. It is fun though. I'm absolutely loving the fact that this is armor energy shield. I want energy shield. They're gonna take all that from our. I'll take all that from our body armor. Everything else is gonna be armor and energy. None of my followers. Also, I love the random things that the witch says. Like, they're so just nonchalant all the time. This is straight up, I don't really care. I think it's pretty cool that this is all because Palm requested I do this. I need you guys to like request more build, like give me more challenges. Like in truth, I really do enjoy the fact I enjoy figuring out how to make something work. I'm giving a challenge. I usually do it to myself. I've been running out of ideas, and it's funny after 1,000 hours, like. I think it's valid that someone runs out of ideas after 1,000 hours of playing something, and I'm at that point where I'm very close to over 1,000. I'm over 1,000, you know. I know there's people who have tens of thousands of hours in Path, but like how do you get the ideas? That's always my thing. Like I don't really have any more ideas. I have things I want to try out for my own, but oh, I also need to just make more money. I definitely need money. Brain fart. We need to look up. This. Does it spread radius increase? It does not. It does not. We could have a couple hundred intelligence, but because these things are cut off by levels, sucks. I wish it wasn't. Then I could have like a level 18 contagion, a level 20. But the radius doesn't increase. What's 30% of 1.7? 30? Exactly? No, it's not. It's like 2 point something. Alexa, what's 30% of 1.7? Actually, no, it's actually more. Yeah, that actually would work out really nicely. Magnify effect would be effective. What are these remove skills? And why can't I still punch? But anyway, magnify effect would be helpful. So did this spread it farther? Maybe way more helpful. Chaos damage continues to freeze build up for hits against targets taking damage over time. I have to hit them. This is considered a hit. Essence Drain is considered a hit, isn't it? Probably not. It's probably referring to me smacking people with my mace. We're not at the point of smacking people with our mace, but you're at the point of smacking people with our shield charge. So I guess that still works. We'll probably take this out. So we get better spread, but probably not. I don't want to lose the damage. At least not right now. Contagion does not do a lot of damage. Oh, let's use some rolls. Let's see if we can find anything cool in the shop. Let's see, we got 4 rolls. What do we really need? Just 22. We got deodries on still. We're gonna be taking these boots off soon. Probably need a new shield, right? Shield's from level 5. 100% need a shield. 24, 12, 8, 10. Shield it is. Oh no, we're getting a shield, excuse me, a level 27 that we're gonna be using. Let's go for helmets, I guess. Let's pull out 3 helms. Let's do armor, energy shield on them. We did 4 by accident. That's actually pretty good. Lightning, intelligence. What's the armor rating? T4. T7. Mana, life. We don't need life. Cold. Yeah, we don't need you. Energy shield, armor. Hybrid energy shield and armor. 8133. What's this one? We roll on it. We got plus 14 to strength and increased light radius. Yeah. T6 though. The T4. What's this one? Also T4? 30 and 11. Yeah, this is what we're gonna be crafting on. Our biggest problem right now is that I didn't I used all my divines again. So gotta do some swapping eventually. Let's see. Increase armor and energy shield. Nice, nice, nice. Might as well just max it out too. 119 to 48. We'll throw a hole in it and we'll put that there. What do you want to put here? We're doing some resistances. We got 14 to lightning. I want to put anything else on there. What's our resistances? Our resistances aren't bad. 30% isn't terrible. I want to put here. We don't need. Maybe accuracy. Probably need accuracy, but that's silly. That feels silly. I just technically don't need to increase these just yet, and they're gonna be destroyed anyway. So I'm kind of okay with the side of I'm okay on staying on this side and not increasing those numbers with anything. I'm missing out on a little bit of power, but I don't know where that power is gonna come from just yet. Let's see. Valley of Titans, Mastodon Badlands. Don't do Titans. I don't have the other part, so no. Let's do the Mastodon. Mastodon away. Oh crap. I clicked out my window. I mean, there's a decent amount of damage coming off of these things. Oh wow, I don't know why that worked so well. It's spreading quite nicely, to be honest. I don't know why it's spreading quite nicely. Our cast speed is still pretty shit because we got that 30% deduction because of Deodries until we get some increases to cast speed. Oh, you need at least 30%. Oh, let me just level up. I gotta get closer to 75% block chance. We need that ASAP. Here's the cast speed node we're gonna have to hit. Non-instant spell. I think all of my spells are non-instant. Well, all of my spells are probably gonna end up being non-instant. No, that's probably not true. Cast time. Cast time, yeah. All these spells are gonna have a cast time. So I don't think we cast any instant speed spells. 90% of cast speed when life was low. 7% reduce cast speed on full life. We can't really use Final Barrage because if we get yeah, Chaos Inoculation, it's not gonna matter. It feels weird because I kind of want to use Mind Over Matter, but no way that I can think of making that work in a logical sense. So I think our audio settings got messed up again. Nope, it's just me. It always feels like I'm too low. but it looks like I'm fine. I just feel like I'm talking too low when I hear a playback. But yeah, we're moving down to here. We gotta get that power. Add the bonus, that wonderful stack of the stack. And hopefully my idea functions. It's gonna suck for a little bit. Why can't I hit these guys? Oh boy. Everything sounds fine to me. Appreciate that. I can't really tell, man. I really can't tell. I always think my audio is all messed up. Because like in my headphones. I'll say that. That's horrific. Maury's like, I'm crazy. I could just have really bad headphones. I do drop them a lot. Yeah, I needed to spread a little bit farther. Like, there's no reason why that enemy died and it didn't spread to the character right next to them. Like happening again. You died. Why didn't it spread? It didn't end. So it's not big enough radius. Like, I need that contagion to constantly be spreading. When it's not spreading, that's the problem. Fossilized Memorial, I would love your uncut support gem. Thank you kindly. Wait, this continues somewhere? This is always like this? I thought that was like a dead end the whole time. But yeah, I need to hit things. Which is one part of this. I also just need to barrage things, which is also going to be another part of this. Like I need to turn this skill into a similar skill that we ended up with our Pathfinder. That kind of like spear throw burst shot. Oh, it was so useful. Like we didn't really need any accuracy for it. We just needed to hit everybody. And when it does, I think that's like the biggest thing about it. It just hit everybody. They all take damage over time. All effects are spread. And it kind of allows me to be in the front line like I want to. I just gotta figure it out. Delwyn's over here. Let's see what Delwyn's gonna send us into. Delwyn, as of late, has not been very helpful, but let's see where he puts me. Easy kill. Now we need 2 more levels so we can use that special shield we're thinking of. It's the same shit we thought about using for the Pathfinder, which is interesting. We're using a lot of the things that I thought I was going to use for my Pathfinder build here. How are you all? I'm out of energy shield, and as long as I'm out of energy shield, I'm in trouble. That's been my weakness the whole time. Like, I need to keep energy shield up. And if I get these enemies like this that can just play tank boy for all the other enemies, it's actually frustrating. I actually do a lot of single target. Like against bosses, fantastic. Against crowds, I tend to run out of energy shield. And without the energy shield, I have trouble right now. Crescent quarterstaff. You gotta fix that too. There's a couple problems we have already. And then it's okay, honestly. It's a-okay. There are problems I knew were coming, and I didn't have solutions for yet. But we need contagion to spread farther. On top of needing contagion to spread farther, we're gonna need faster regen. We're gonna have to cut our energy shield regeneration in half, or probably by 400% to get it to where I really want it. It has to be at least a second. The funny thing is that we don't actually take damage, like I was saying earlier with the our dedication to block chance. I think if we get it set up right, we'll be blocking range attacks and excuse me, and attacks in whatever close range situation we're in. Who's summoning extras? Who's the big boy here? Oh, you are. Wait, without the Eldries on, we would probably have way faster attack speed. All we need now is a totem. I think totem is gonna be the best thing for us. 'Cause I want to use profane ritual too, but I don't think that's gonna work out. And I think with the weapon, since we're gonna stick to using a mace, we might end up going endurance charges somehow. I have an idea for it. It might lower our actual damage with the attack. That is going to be bound to, but I think it might work. Especially if we just dedicate to charging it more damage and then applying curses to it. Or having a charge apply a curse. Haven't figured out how yet. Haven't figured out how I'm gonna do it yet. As long as they get dedicated crits, probably good. We need more burst. Oh, I always get so relaxed. Oh, playing Path to Exile. I play it so often now that it's almost like it's soothing. Chat, I might take almost had an hour stream. I think I'm gonna take my first break real quick. I really want to munch. So give me a few moments. I'm gonna munch real quick. You folks enjoy the sounds. I'll be back in a second. But then again, actually, everyone says they like eating me, watching me eat, which is weird. So maybe I'll just eat. I'll just consume this. Actually, no, I won't. I just ate. I'm being fat. I just ate. Let me put this in the fridge. I'll be back, chat. I have returned. I forgot I didn't turn off the mic. Brown sugar matcha water. I think I died. No, I just got here. I feel like we died. Brown sugar matcha water. The greatest push forward. That worked out really nicely. If only we can hit more targets. That's the thing though, this character is like really good single target. Gotta find a way to get like multi-target in here. We can clear. We can do damage. And honestly, I think I have an idea already. I just need more gems. I think it's gonna work. In like seconds, actually. As soon as we get it in there. Might end up being a volley build, but I kind of don't want it to be a volley build. But it may work effectively with the volley build. Volley or Volt if you get enough projectiles going. I mean Volt and volley if you get enough projectiles going. There's definitely gonna be skills we're gonna use against bosses, and the skills we're gonna definitely use against groups. There's gonna be a separation. I feel it. It's gonna be a separation. Chaos, chaos damage, chaos. Need a bigger area. Need more pops. Because again, single target, fantastic. It's that multi-target. Whoop, alright. You actually hit my shield. I need to make it so that my movement speed debuff for blocking or holding my shield up isn't so high. Maybe it needs to be lower. Woo! Well, due to my massive bleeding, oh, I leveled up. We almost died. This is funny. The near death was mostly because of silly damage. Is there another T7 rune? Or is this the only one we got so far? I want to enfeeble. To make them deal less damage. I don't really care about how much damage they deal. I want to do more damage to them. I guess the only thing I have to worry about is eating despair. Well, that's not a big deal. I don't know if I really want to go through the process of applying despair though. If it's only going to be, oh well, I can apply despair and put the runes on it that buff despair. So I guess that does work. I'll probably end up getting into Hex Blast. Well, I'm going to be putting one curse on enemies. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Well, I feel like we are going to need it. Oh yeah, we also can bind a Spectre. Do you want to bind a Spectre? Maybe I do want to bind a specter. That would actually be cool. Having a creature. Nah, I don't know if I'm running with that. We're thinking of what's a lich without a defending knight or something. I feel like I'm missing out on something with that. If we're pulling a lich and trying to get like a dark knight, don't we need like a minion? Maybe we don't need a minion. Maybe we are the minion. Alright, mark a core to feign ritual damage over time. Let's do that. Let's engrave that. Let's throw that in and test this out. Because we need another attack skill. It does feel like something's missing. I guess we can put that there because again, we're not really blocking. Not yet anyway. Oops, wrong button, wrong button. One more level and we can get the shield we want. Let's move towards our magnitude. I want to increase the cast speed. Reduce spell damage. What? Betrayal that. Guess we'll just deal with it for now. Gotta focus. We'll probably end up getting Zealot's Oath too. And get more things that give us like 3% life regen on hit. This is more recoup here too. Which is gonna be great. I think we're gonna end up swapping this out and going for regen. Regen is better. Regen is better. I just feel like regen has always been better. As long as you can make our recoup effects happen instantly, regen is better. And I think, where is it? I gotta read this node. I don't think it is leech. Is regen considered leech? Is the thing I always get confused by. The cover amount you say the state of resource equal to a percentage of the damage you took over 8 seconds. .4%. Okay, it is regen. I'll try it out too. We'll figure that. Any way we can get the Val pack? Probably not. Where is Val pack? Down here? No. There's no reason to add that much space down there. We're not using fire. I think we're just gonna stop up around here. Probably the farthest we're gonna go around here. And we'll stop and probably expand the other way a bit more. Yeah. Farthest we'll probably go is gonna be right around here. The skill speed and attack damage. Maybe. Alright. I just want to get in here too because it's just, I just think it's cool. All this chaos damage without loss of global defense. Probably don't need it, but this little section of extra armor and movement speed is nice. This is all cast speed and chaos resistance, but we're not gonna need that one. There's a lot of things in this circle that can be useful. Just figuring out how to get to that is the thing. Anywho, did you put our node in? We did not. We're not putting the cast speed right now. We're gonna go get more dexterity. I think we are going to need. We're gonna need at least 10 for our dex. At least for now anyway. For the most part, this is gonna help us with our accuracy at the beginning of the game. Don't wanna really dedicate a full node to Dex. Embossed boot, so you don't say. Ah, the charges aren't knocking him out. Which is weird. Don't we get a big enough boost and it's gone? Oh yeah, we have Profane Ritual now. What happens if I do this? How big is the ritual? I get a power charge, which is going to increase my crit chance. That's the thing though, like we're not creating, like, we create bodies, but then if there's nothing in the air where we create the body, what's the point? They usually die. So you get Profane Ritual, but then what do you use it on? We're not pinning people in areas. And it does decent amount of damage. Maybe it's just not big enough. I don't know. Oh. But that's a lot of damage while it's active. I can say that much. After dark. Hey, Palm, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, now I know that command works. I gotta modify it now. Don't try to modify it. It's not a normal command. Hope you're doing well, Palm. I'm trying to make your build work. Or the idea you dropped work. It's hard. It's kind of working. Kind of not working. There's some dilemmas with the skills. But I think this is going to be probably the better way of making it actually get to late game than the original character. I just need to get the shield and the weapon. And as soon as we get that, it's gonna work out better. If I get the shield and the weapon, we're good. I also need to work on some cast time issues we're having now because of what I'm using to level up. It's just, it's a lot. This is hard. This is actually a really cool idea, but it's hard to figure out. Hope you're doing well, Palm. Always wishing you the best. Up getting ready for bed. Okay, okay. Sounds like a lovely Tuesday. It's just me? Yeah. Yeah. Since the game is still in a situation where Energy Shield is the best, I decided to go to Energy Shield focused character that can become very tanky. We've turned you into an undead lich. I'm hungry. I want a pop tart while I figured out my midnight stack. This is why I have so many. This is why I have so many like things that are fiber supplement stuff. They look gross half the time, but when I'm always like I'm eating too much. I know I shouldn't be eating too much. I just have like a fiber infused something, and it helps so much. But it definitely takes a while to figure out what you can actively enjoy doing almost every day. For me, I absolutely love fiber infused matcha. Like, it's my best. The best is for me. Get out of the way. And instantly solves the urge to eat. And then also gets me those fiber goals, so you know, no more constipation. Yes. The pop is working. I think I'm going the wrong way. That's helping me out a lot. Like sugar-free or like brown sugar. Fiber. God damn it, I need my energy shield to recover. Sugar-free, fiber. Good things like that. That Profane Ritual works really nice though, it's a lot of damage. Sugar and fiber, pretty much. Sugar freeze and fibers, or sugar and fiber. The concept is just not. The concept is to find a way to make it sweet enough for you, so that the bitter notes of the extra fiber or like whatever is inside there don't come out, but they also don't add ridiculous amounts of calories to it. That's why I said sugar free at first, or brown sugar, because they're pretty low. But for me, I mean, actually, technically, what do you call it? Technically, my mix is sugar free vanilla. Sugar free vanilla, matcha, and fiber. Keeps me from eating. I have already eaten. Missed M Dragonfrost. Welcome in. Good to see you. I cannot read that blue on my monitor. My brain was like, what does that say? But welcome in. Welcome in. I'm good checking things out. I'm glad to see you. Welcome in. We're in a very early section of our build where a lot of things don't work. And I didn't create solutions for a lot of the problems that I knew we were going to have, because I didn't feel like doing it yet. But it's still killing things. Right now we're at a little bit of a slow point. Because we don't do enough damage. But we'll get there. But if you're here for random build ideas, don't know what happened to that Mastodon. We're here for random build ideas. That's what we end up doing most of the time. Get either a random challenge from someone to make something work, like i.e. Palm, or I just make something up, or I want to use a skill. But yeah, we make builds here. We like making builds. None of them have made it to level 90 yet, so they're not good enough to go up on guides yet. Messing with my popcorn build. Popcorn build sounds like fun. I'm assuming that you just like pop a bunch of like curses or something. I want to see what others are doing. I think most people at this point are following build guides. I don't really think I've seen any major like changes to anyone's cycles. There are interesting things popping up because we know we got access to like Lich and stuff. I don't think much has changed. Everything kind of looks just the same. After 1,000 hours, it's really just like, what do I want to try out? And how do I want to see if I can make it work? What can I combine together? I'm a warrior titan that moves really fast and popcorn stuff. You know, the funny thing is, we have a Titan I was working on. I don't remember what the build idea was because I just didn't enjoy what I was doing at that point. So we have like a half-built Titan and I still haven't learned enough about Titans. I haven't learned anything about. I haven't learned much from Titans besides the concept of how important block is. Like I've learned that block is actually important. I can say I've been playing Titan wrong. You know, I realized that too. I'm probably playing my Titan wrong as well. But I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with that. I just want this staff so I can like break it down. Are any of these like even worth holding on to? Not really. But yeah, I'm 100% certain I played it wrong too. But that's the whole thing. As long as it's fun, who cares? If it's fun, keep going, man. If you're having a good time, if that gets my biggest thing with it, would actually popcorn or probably don't. I'm just running maps at the moment. I gotta swap characters. I can't get to your mapping on this character. But I would like to see popcorn. Oh, you want to just blow up a map? Oh, by all means, yeah. By all means. I actually love seeing how people's things explode. It gives me a lot of ideas, man. It's really helpful. Like, it's so helpful. You need my character's name, right? What? Hold up. Let me copy this. Oop. Is it gonna let me copy paste? Why won't it let me paste? I'm pressing the wrong. I pressed wrong button. Honestly, if you're tying out past level 90, you're doing fine. As I'm saying to like everyone, my issue is that I can't get to level 90. That was my issue, is that my builds, every build I've made this season has failed between 88 and 89. I can't get to level 90 easily. If I get to level 90 easily with the build, you're set. And I'm just like, it's the coolest shit. Or it could just be because I'm not very dedicated to it after that. After I get to like level 85, my builds are normally like almost complete, and I just need a few more levels for items, and I kind of get dulled out. So it might just be me. It might be my fault. And I'm also certain that I make maps that I make characters that I make characters that are super focused on clearing waves and not killing bosses. Are you not using a shield? Or are you using a shield? You're not using a shield. You're not using a shield. What in the hell? Oh, totems! Sir, I think you're doing fine. I think this is exactly how you should be playing. You have a ton of a ton of rage going on the shockwave totems. I never thought about that. I don't know if I could. I didn't think about this, but you actually gave me an idea that would be cool. Oh, you give me an idea that would be interesting to see. Explains why you don't have a shield. What are you using to move? I have questions. I know nothing about this. That's crazy. You know, honestly, if this was like a one update before, you would crash my computer. What are you using the move though?
It appears they fought here, died here. A resting
And we have 2 maces. Oh, that's your offhand mace. Bone shatter. Ah, I didn't know bone shatter calls movement like that. Never used bone shatter, so that's a whole new thing. Character's super slow right now. Free levels. Thank you. Oh, yeah, level 27. Oh crap, I can finally use my shield. That's hella helpful. I think the shock rates on the most hilarious things. What's on you as your buff? Physical damage aura and mana aura. I didn't know Bone Shatter made you move forward. And that's Earthquake, right? Interesting mace effects. Bone Shatter, Earthquake. I think I'll just take their bodies and put down curses. I think that'll be our way of her helping. It's a cool goal though. It's actually really cool. I ran into Delwyn. See, now I want to use totems. So I want to use the darkness totem. I'm kind of intrigued by totems now. I've been thinking about what I could do with them. And seeing all this chaos, I think I'm going to use that. Did we get all 3? I don't think we got all 3. I'm missing like 1. Missing. I have both of the things too, though, don't I? I didn't go to that checkpoint. Didn't realize it when I got to the checkpoint. I should have put these in. Your build's really cool. I think it's really cool. Honestly, just seeing anything do that much redonkulous is really nice. Pop one more. We need to increase the jail charge. I don't think we're gonna be using Refrain Ritual. It's not the strongest, but it's fun. Yes, I'm saying, like, it looks like it's a lot of fun. Like I said, like, I'm not really trying to make builds that are like godly. I want builds that are decent enough to get to high enough levels and I want to play into endgame. That's always my problem between like getting a build. I think it's this way. Getting a build that's super strong and fun to play is super hard. I feel like that's always a problem. At some point, you don't want to press the buttons that you're pressing with some of the skills you have. It's just the truth. You don't want to do it. Getting the combo is somewhat frustrating. Did I get that right? 11? Yeah. It's somewhat frustrating. Probably get my shield. Thank you. Oh, you activated it. Thank you. Probably go get my shield. Let's go into Titan Grotto. I'm gonna run back to town and I'm going to get the shield I'm going to be using for this build. So we can actually block and do what I needed to do. I use mad combos. I can tell. Like the whole thing is a combo. The bone shatter into the earthquake into the shockwave totems. That's a whole combo. Earth shattering, bone weaving. I don't know what to call it. The earth shattering bone weaving totem. That's cool. Where are you, shield? Not that one. When you come back, watch, copy. Oh, 28? You lied to me. I thought it was 27. What's level 27? Something is level 27 that we wanted to use. I'll go slow. 20. This is 55. I know that. Massive more strength. You know, ton of strength dedication for this work. Is it the boots? Decompose. Corpse weight. No, it's 56. Something's level 27. It was something we were supposed to put on at level 27. Don't remember. Let's break this stuff down though and I'll get back to the map. Honestly, every time... Welcome back, Palm. Every time I... Every single time... The scaling nerf, it does hit hard though. Yeah, true. See, this is the thing. The problem with the nerf to scaling has changed how a lot of builds work. But a lot of really fun builds that existed in the scaling cycle they're not impossible to play, but they don't go as far as they used to. That's mad many hits. Like on a boss, is this glue? Is this you just turn him into mush? This is a boss killing mush right here. This is a boss killing mush. I love it. I'm trying to solve the problem that Palm gave me of like not having movement speed too, so. Bone shatter actually sounds like a really good solution to it. Oh, no movement at all. Okay. So yeah, bone shatter works with it in that sense. Welcome back, Palm. Because honestly, the distance that Bone Shatter has on that movement, I think that solves the movement thing if I want to use that. I don't know if I will, though. I could always change it to being a chaos thing, so if I actually do hit something, it does something. Or it spreads some kind of curse. It's 11 here, and I need to go to bed. I want to watch more. What's that have to do with anything? We're still in the early stages of the build, Palm. Still very much in the early stages of this build. Like right now, we're getting a run through. We're getting run through this map. Well, yeah, we just need to find a way to get movement in. We're eventually going to do shield charge, but I don't have enough cooldown for shield charge yet. And honestly, shield charge might work. Alright, let's see heat trace of your mouse movement so I'll play in the game. I don't have a what you call it. But in truth, this build isn't gonna be. We're not gonna press a lot of buttons. It's not really gonna end up being that many buttons. I might be lying about that actually. It might end up being quite a few buttons. But I think most of it's gonna end up being automated, and a lot of the damage we're gonna do is gonna come from things going off as we move. I do need like bigger presents and stuff. Jesus. Like the murder. The murder right now is crazy. Oh, this is the bonus item. I do feel like once you get to the point where our cooldowns are near maxed out and we're having like we got like a 2-second, goddamn, we got like a 2-second recover on shield charges, I think we'll be fine. Wow, that dude was taking on everything. No, we'll see. But we're kind of doing like a ton of curses though. Jeez. I feel so bad for the armor broken spiders. Not only are they stunned, their armor broken and absolutely obliterated. Get some mass palm. I just need more cooldown for this shield charge, man.
One still lives. For now.
I'm just gonna keep casting curses. It's so many. That's so much explosions.
And now mine.
This is fun. That's fun. If your computer can handle the explosions, oh, that's fun. It's kind of like the same thing with the dark effigies. Like with the effigies and you having a bunch of curses on things, that's so cool. Like I want to get to the point where I'm applying dots, but that's my popcorn build. That's cool. That's fun. That gets a 100% applause from me, man. That looks like a lot of fun. I want to get to a point where I build those ridiculous things like that with that frequency. Like, that just seems like fun.
Now I have to blame.
Did I corrupt this? I did. Thank you for sharing it. It's definitely giving me some ideas to kind of add on as I make progress with this. Can't wait till we get to Dark Effigy. Because this despair with that, and if we can get our T8 rituals, we can do all that stuff. Much faster in in-game, but the nerf to 26 is hard. That's true. That's very, very true. It still looks really good. Even with the nerf to 26. I'm not gonna need profane ritual. This isn't gonna work. Is that why profane ritual not have to be cast on corpses? I wouldn't actually know. I've never used this skill before. Temple magnify effect for fusion. Corpse conservation. Yeah, I know, right? That's where I am right now myself. It's like I don't actually know. I've never played a witch. I've never touched lich. I've never touched witch even in PoE 1. This is 100% learning. It's kind of like the same thing with the Titan. Never touched the warrior even in PoE 1. 100% learned. All the characters I made in PoE 1 were always on the evasion energy shield. Before I built this guy, I never built a warrior. But yeah, that's the thing though. That's exactly the thing. Like, I feel like people don't realize that, like, I know there's hundreds of thousands of builds out there, and there's always something that's going to show you how to do something. I'll show you something about it. But the best thing about this game is just learning how the heck something works. And then I did go looking how people played. I realized I wasn't anyone doing anything that I was doing. Exactly. See? You see? That's the cool thing about it. That's how you end up making a build. And that's what I love about it. That's what I love about the game. That's where all my passion comes in with it. It's like when people aren't doing the things that I'm doing, but I think it's something I'm doing. I'm doing something that's still pretty cool. I think it's awesome. 100,000% awesome. Ugh. The side effect of having a beard is always the fuzz. The mouth fuzz is gross. Blah, blah. Even when people see my build, they're like, how the fuck do you move that fast? Because if you cancel out the cast speed, that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm going to do is at some point I'm going to lower the cooldowns on my shield charge to the point where there is like half a second left. So by the time I finish shield charging, I can do another shield charge. Now my shield charge is blocking. I'm going to make it so that it does chaos damage. As the chaos damage hits them, I'm going to make sure that I'm casting despair so they get cursed. So all these things are happening. So all I have to do in between that is maybe pop a contagion. And I may not even have to pop a contagion, because if I do enough, if I make it to the point where I'm doing enough crit damage, I can just make contagion pop itself on hit. So I just hit the target that I hit with the shield charge with the contagion, and it cascades the contagion out. And I was also thinking of finding a way to make it so that I essence drain as well in the same process of it. I just need to balance out the things. My problem is going to be if I want to keep using shield charge, or because I have to use shield charge. How do we get no spirit? To hear Mr. Rogers speak, he is going to fix the movement speed next league. Well, how? Like, I get it. I understand fixing movement speed next league. Cool, but how? How are you going to change it? That's the thing I have a problem with. It's just like, I would like to know how you're going to do it. Because, like, depending on how they do it, they might make it worse. So that's my fear. I don't mind where movement speed is right now, and I don't mind that we still have those secret debuffs that kind of occur as we play characters with heavier armor, but it does make it harder to kind of figure out how fast you need to move. Let me show you how I solved the spirit problem. How did you solve the spirit problem? I was looking at that. I was like, "This how you have? You're putting up 4 totems. They have to be at least, at minimum, if you're doing 4 totems, aren't they? They require spirit, so you need at least 100 spirit for the totem. So, plus you're running buffs, right? Oh, okay. I just don't use it. Okay, well that makes sense. So you have no spirit. So wait, so how are you putting up those totems? Just by straight life? You're using life? You're using life. Oh, that makes sense actually. Okay. Well, then that's my problem. I want to make it so that I'm probably gonna end up making it so that my passive gives me 3 and overbalance gives me +1 more. Okay. I'm kind of going in the opposite direction of you though with energy shield. So I need to find a way to make the energy shield my cost. You've given me an idea. Thank you for fixing that problem. I just don't know how to solve the problem now. I have 0 clue how to make it so that all of my cost are energy shield. I know for a lich there's that passive that I'm using right now, but this just makes it so that they gain a cost. And then there's the oh wait, there's a gem. There's a support gem that makes, oh no, it doesn't make it only cost, it makes part of the cost. What is it? Eldritch battery? No, that changes all of your energy shield into mana, I think. Yeah, I don't think it changes all your energy shield into, yeah, it changes all your energy shield into mana and doubles your mana cost. You know, you're not wrong actually. I could do that. Convert all my energy shield into mana and then go mind over matter. And then focus on just doing mana recovery. But that makes it a problem because if I want that damage bonus from this, from Eldritch Improvement, I need energy shield. So I can't drop it. In the beginning of this, I made the dedication to use energy shield, so we can't use mind over matter because I was like, either I can go mind over matter and do what you're coming up with it, or what you came up with, or I can go energy shield and find a way to dedicate to using my energy shield as a resource. That's what I haven't figured out yet. I haven't figured that out yet. Cause like with that, can't spell. Because like we have all these nodes for energy shield, and I know there's a couple of them works out. I would stack reduce mana cost. Yeah, that would be the easier way to do it. That would be the easier way to do it, to be completely honest. But I need to find a way my problem is finding a way so that my energy shield pays for these costs. But that's what I haven't figured out yet. But again, we have a support gem that does it, but only applies to one skill. And in truth, I probably only needed to apply to one skill to begin with. So that might work. 3% increase maximum life injury, additional ailment threshold, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I honestly and truthfully do not know. This is the biggest gap I have in this build idea, is just like, I'm not going to get any energy shield recharge rate because we're going to get rid of that and just go straight regeneration. There's a helm that lets you use more support skills. Yes, I know that helm as well. I might end up going that way. I was thinking about that the other day too, and I was messing around with this to start up. But first, I still need to get the other items on this build first, so I'll think about that when we get to like level 50. Because as soon as we get over here, we break into this wonderful section over here. Increases or reductions to armor also apply to energy shield recharge rate at 4% of the value. Like, I don't actually need this. I don't think I do. Unless it works a different way, I think. But yeah, we're going for this whole wonderful section here for the block increase and junk, and the extra defenses for the increased damage towards our charge. And then we're gonna get the Let's Oath and just completely give them recharge and go with regen. I have to find a way to get more regen. I don't know. It's like a 50-50 chance of that I will not do what I'm saying, because I want the regen, but I also could just completely reduce my recovery and it'd be the same thing. It's always going to be faster because this class doesn't have much access to life regeneration. There's tons of access to energy shield regen, but not much for life, which is understandable.
This whole operation would be more efficient if they were dead.
An idea to build energy shield. Kind of how it works out. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Cause I've never built pure energy shield myself. I've always been life based. I've always been dexterity based. I've always been evasion. So I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, but it's so cool though. You learn so much. You learn so much by just trying out new stuff in this game. And it makes your other builds even better. And every time there will be something new, I can try adding these ideas to that depending on where they are. It's awesome.
Elegant.
Dragon, thank you for following. Appreciate you joining the community, man. Or women. Welcome in. We'll probably be doing random Path of Exile things for a while. And if you're here and you see us doing a random RPG, TRPG or something like that, say hi. Please say hi. Whose body is that? I made him since 95, but Elden Ring is calling. Yep, go for it. I still, strangely enough, I used to be so crazy about Elden Ring. Every Elden Ring that came up, I would be like, I gotta play it. Path of Exile has taken over any urge for me to play Elden Ring. It's so weird. I gotta get my cast speed up. Not 28 yet. Oh, it's still 27. At some point, Elden Ring will come back to me. The campaign of Path. Yeah, Path of Exile is a Souls-like campaign, pretty much. I think that's pretty what it is, though. This is pretty much. It's like playing a Souls-like game. My brain's like, well, you're already playing a Souls-like game. Everything is good though. Yeah, it is. I've watched so many friends play it, and everyone's just like, "Why aren't you playing?" I'm like, "I'm still Path of Exiling." I'm obsessed. I mean, I knew I was obsessed when I looked at my number of hours put into this game for like a week, and it was like it was double my hours at work, and I was just like, I was like, did I sleep? Like, what's going on? Oh, damn it. I gotta get my energy shield back. It's always funny, like, once I do get hit, the build changes drastically. I'm the only person doing my build, so anything I find in me needs to improve my build because I'm just doing it. Yeah, but that's the cool thing about it. Like that's like the best part. When no one else is doing your build, you are responsible for every change. Like, you gotta put that up, man. You gotta put that on Milba. You got the level 95 PoE Ninja. You'll be probably on the leaderboard cycle for it. Definitely put it up, man. Like I can't get to the PoE Ninja boards because I keep messing up something in the process of finishing my last build. Like even with this build, this would probably work out better with a spear I have on my other character, but I don't want to use projectiles. And I want to keep it on that other character. But in truth, probably work out better with projectile with that spear. Yep, final item, everything can change. It's so true. Like there's two ways of me playing this, and if I drop the shield charge, I can turn this into a super tanky like dot type build by using Palm of the Dreamer and some of the other weapons I have. There's a spear that I got that would be really great too. Does chaos damage, and when you consume charges, it applies chaos damage to your hits. So like, there's a bunch of stuff I could be doing. Oh, we can use that shield now. Gotta get the spare in here. Yay! What are we gonna put in the pocket though? About to lose 7 energy shield. Not even gonna notice it. What else is on here? Love it. All right, so apparently this actually applies chaos damage. Apparently it applies chaos damage. Me hitting them counts as a block. And it doubles my accuracy rating. Oh yeah. This solves 2 problems. Totally solves 2 problems. This increased my block a lot though. I just got 1 point increase. But it solves 2 problems because this makes my shield now do chaos damage when blocking. And since I block 40% of the time right now, most of the time I'm going to be doing it. I can stack it with the charge. The extra armor on it allows me to do more damage. And from what it looks like, this is applying chaos. And with the increased accuracy, oh my god, I don't have to worry about putting any more into dex. Yes, improvements. Big improvement. Big improvement. Now we just need to be able to curse people. But if we can put down a giant curse, would be good. Damn, that's a problem. Hit me so hard, I lost all my energy shield. That's a problem. Oh, our stun's not high enough. We haven't increased our stun. We haven't increased our stun resistance. I mean... Hold on a second, chat. Actually, that's not important. But yeah, we gotta increase our stun. Wait, they're telling me that. Yeah, it's only 7 points because I can't be that much. Like that's a lot of loss. But our big problem right now is that we lose energy shield really fast. I leveled up again? That was fast. I'm gonna need like 100 and something strength. Let's put some strength on these nodes. You definitely can't go dex because if we go dex, it's not gonna work. But we can't use that spray I was thinking of anyway. Well, we're almost down to the node we want. We get 2 more here, and then we can finally start hitting these these energy increases. Or do you socket into that shield? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I really don't know yet. Like, I gotta figure out what that shield's gonna have. But for the moment, I don't know. Alright, why don't you charge? Funny how this is going way better the second round. I don't know why I started blocking. I can't active block. Like all this is passive block. Are you standing on your buddy? Can I cast the thing on him? Ah, he disappeared. A Jin. Oh boy. Can I do my next Jin run actually? No, it won't give me a bonus. Well, yeah. No idea. No idea yet. This is a whole 100% just community said do this. I'm gonna try to figure out how to make it work. I need to find that body and use it to my advantage. Not that body. Find the body of that Dakara. Is this abuse? What? You got another one? Oh shit. I mean, you have one. Did you drop that and disappear? Wait, hold on. I wasn't expecting you to pop in, drop a shield, and run away. I gave it to you. I never used a shield. I see. I appreciate that. Thank you for the double slot. I don't know what I'm putting into it though. So what am I putting into that shield? Thank you. At some point, it's gonna come to mind. I'm gonna be so happy when I figure out what it is. But for now, I won't think I'm gonna need the defense. Oh, maybe I can use it to actually increase. Well, no, that won't happen. There's no energy shield on it. I gotta look it up. I gotta look at some. Gotta look at what we can actually slot in a shield. Now that we've gotten Soul Core of, hold up, what does that do? I can convert the requirements to intelligence. Knowing the need to add strength for things I don't need. That can be useful. Okay. I'm going. I feel like this always happens. Like I'm always like playing something random, trying to figure out something works. Meet some random person doing a really cool build in the late game. Like, oh, you know, I'm just here to check out what you're doing, and the guys give me so many ideas that I have to like step back and be like, all right, what am I really trying to do when I finish stream? I'm going to figure it out. It's going to be interesting. Honestly, I think this is all the fun. I think this is like the best part about the game, just not understanding how it works. The Dark Souls of ARPGs. And I don't see how that contagion didn't spread. Ah, I'm freaking energy shield again. All these blocks. Might be funny because I'm blocking, but hold up. And they're taking damage. This is really slow. What happens if I block and I do the shield bash? Does it do more damage? No, it doesn't. We're doing damage though. It helps out just a little bit. I don't know what happened if he just did chaos. I mean, just poison. Would it scale our damage? Since we're scaling, I did not want that to open that way. We'll have to see because we're going to end up using decompose as well. Just to see how it affects things. Greater essence of the mind. I'll take it. I was expecting to get that somewhere in this part of the game. Where is the body of this lady? I want my bonus experience. Show me your corpse so that I may get paid in experience. I see. We're close to it, I think. Unexpected shield tackle. I feel like this build would be. This would be. What? Iron buckler. See, that's the thing. I'm not using life. I'm not gonna use life. I will have no life because we're gonna go chaos inoculation at some point. So that would be really cool if I was sticking to the life and building it. That would be fantastic, actually. That would be fantastic. Corrupted blood like that would be amazing if I was gonna go life with this. And funny thing is, I could because it's a lich, but you know. Corrupted blood does scale of chaos. You're correct. From what I remember from playing with it beforehand, this should be a physical damage buff off over time. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't anymore. It's not. It doesn't anymore. It's completely physical damage. I'm glad I read that. I would have done that something and done it wrong. So corrupted blood is now completely physical damage. It scales with physical damage over time. So technically, it works best with builds that are building physical damage. I don't think it has any effect from chaos anymore. It's very sad days. The only thing that chaos affects is the base damage based in chaos for poison, and whatever skills have the chaos tag. So if you use like a poison skill and you're doing like a chaos buff to it, the chaos damage applied to the poison is not affected by your scaling to chaos damage. But if you do chaos damage in your main hit, when you apply that poison, it's going to increase the multiplier for the poison damage you've done. I learned that because of the poison build you made last. So I technically need a weapon that does a ton of poison damage, but you know, we never really figured that out. And then since poison damage is either proc from physical or pure chaos damage, it makes it really interesting. It calls to my dreams with shield charge. Hold up, let me put that up real quick. Ah! Stop hitting me. I don't have any energy shield, so I can't cast spells. I just need a more energy shield. What did that say? Crest of Ardura, Jingling Crest Shield. Yeah. 75% increased armor, energy shield, 15 intelligence. This is actually a better shield when looking at it, because the increased mana generation and cooldown recovery will help me a lot with my shield charges, like you said. You're not wrong. That Crest of Ardura would be really good too. It might end up being better, because looking at this shield now, even though I really wanted to use it, there's a good chance that it's gonna push me towards more of a range shot type of thing, but it still works, because at some point I feel like I'm gonna figure out how to get that spirit to work, and I want you to get the spirit to work. I think that's going to be the big thing. It may end up being a complete build changer. But still, it's kind of important that I figure out how that works out so I can combine the two of them together. It's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long time, man. It's been a long time until I get this right. I just know it. I feel like we're gonna end up coming back to this build idea like multiple times. So the first time it's gonna be like, oh, it didn't work as well as I wanted to. And then the next time it's gonna be like, oh, I figured something out and we added it to it. It's gonna be interesting. Like right now I need to fix our essence charge the most, because I need it to burst. I need it to be like big booms. There's so many corpses. Where are the people that I'm looking for? Alright, town, put this away before I end up sacrificing this thing. I just don't know what we're gonna put in that offhand. Punch my mic. Apologies. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
As we approach Desha, the You have Warren Knights.
We put this away, or I break it. Thank you again, Dragon. Appreciate that donation. This enchant. I was just going to vendor it, or I appreciate you not vendoring it. You not vendoring it is actually giving me. Oh yeah, it gives me faster recharge rate. I forgot I had this. Creation Dreams of Recovery. They're expensive as hell, but they're very, very useful. And these soul cores give you increased recoup effects. That's the thing I was looking for. I need to go to my other character and figure out what these extra runes do. You can probably just look it up actually. Let's just look it up. Are they runes of recovery? No. Let's just look up runes. I got a massage. Jesus. Joe, do you say in here? 19% reduced cast speed. Is that lower than my 30? 23 is terrible. More stitch gloves. Oh yeah, I have that one. Lightning, idle hands. Full mana on 90% mana above. Attack speed while on full mana. Flexion, bracers, corpse wade. Level 78 necessary corpse wade is crazy to see. Blue flame bracers. 100% of fire damage converted to cold. Very cool. Didn't know that existed. Cold cast off. Doomgate. Lovely Doomgate. Revealed resin. All these on my render unique tab. It's crazy. Maximum life, shoulder strength, charges per second. Glow swarm. That's for flash. That'd be better for like a flash tossing build. Venopuncture. That makes a very cool bleeding chill build. You bleed people and make them freeze, and as they freeze, you explode them. Ah, I've seen someone play that. That's a lot of fun. And keel haul? No. I have most of these. Nothing for me there. I do appreciate. Lightning, armor. What's the point of having... That's such a silly item. That's the problem with like real common uniques, too. You end up getting so many that you just render them. Reverse knockback. That increased swat speed though. Alright, Jamie, do something with this. Honestly, I think it's really cool. If you play a build that requires you to make hazards and you pull enemies into your hazards, when you hit them, you're gonna be pulling them closer to you, but then you also need something to knock them I don't know. It's weird. I think if with hazards, you can do something with hazards, but you have to be the thing making the hazard. So what you can do, it's kind of like throw projectiles out that hit enemies and they pull them towards you, and as you pull them towards you, your area of affecting is happening, so they're taking damage through that area. No idea how to make it work. I'm pretty sure there'll be a skill somewhere that comes up and makes sense of it. We don't have it yet. Like, 100% needs to be 100% needs to be around. Oh shoot, you're follower 110, by the way. Thank you for following. Appreciate you again, Dragon. I need to add you to the Hall of Fame. If you have ball lightning with knockback, but you have those gloves, it will pull enemies into a ball line, making you damage them. Yes. Especially if you make the build where you're doing that really slow moving ball lightning that just stands there. It just pulls them into the center and they just keep getting hit, because every time they get hit they move. Even though they're not moving anywhere, they count as moving and they take damage. It's cool. It's very cool. You can suck people into ball lightnings. And if you make it big enough too. There's like something else you can do with it too. I've not built a mage yet. Me either. I guess technically I guess I am playing a mage right now, but I haven't built an actual caster. I need to add you to our quote wall. If I can remember how to do it. Palm went to sleep. Thing is, add quote. Man, we haven't gotten to a new mark in so long. Oh, what is it? Quote. I think exclamation mark quote is the thing. So hard. I can get this right. Our 1,110th followers. 1,110th. I think that's it. There we go. I think I'm gonna end up modifying that later. Why the ice mace? Just for the moment. The ice mace is 100% just for the moment. I'm holding on to it until I can get a chaos thing. I know I could just use a wand right now, because I'm not actually doing any actual attacks. And I probably should use a wand, because it's going to give me more damage. It'll give me way more damage. I also don't have any unique wands that I want to use right now. Well, I can use right now. Well, the ice mace has no purpose really. Not right now, anyway. Besides it being the ice mace. Rondel. Maximum mana as energy shield. Is that more? I forgot that gives me +1 to all spells. I should probably do something with this everlasting gaze. I forgot I even got this everlasting gaze. Where did I get this from? Increase mana. 5% of maximum mana. We're not stacking mana, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I think we're gonna end up using this Nebulak by the time we get to level 55. But the 126 strength requirement is kind of like, do we want to do that? We're not really doing attacks either. At least not right now, but we want our main attack to be shield charge, so I'll figure it out. I really still haven't figured it out, so that's it though. We're kind of just in this spot of like, I'm learning. I don't think we really need profane ritual either. It's kind of just there at us. Oh, you're actually using Sunder, aren't you? You're not using Earthquake. Yeah, you're using Sunder, right? Not Earthquake. No, you don't use Sunder, so you're using Earthquake. Okay, I was wrong. My bad. It looked like for a second, it looked like you were using Sunder from the animation. Boop a doop a doop boop. Alright, let's get back to killing stuff. We got to level 28. Kind of found out that the thing we have is kind of like, okay for now. I do need to put something in these slots. I just don't know what. I guess for the most part, we should worry about our defenses and just get our defenses up. Increase our lightning and our cold for now. Probably a good idea to do so. Where is this tab? Lightning and cold. Offhand, offhand. I'm guessing life regen. You can get 1% life regen from just stacking these. Much rather the increased Recharge rate. That's gloves. Helmet. Boots. Helmet. Gloves. Boots. So anything affects shields. Increase life regain. Action life. If I wand your staff, give you increased maximum energy shield. They're all rebirth runes, aren't they? Back to killing stuff. I'm gonna take all the time in the world to stare at this and not figure out anything. We got the level up, and then I can figure out how things are working as I move forward. With Font of Rage, the Spala, Font of Blood, Upheaval. Oh, duh. So yeah, you are using Earth Shatter. I figured as much the first time around. I was just doubting myself. But yeah, that makes perfect sense. Font of Rage, the Spila, Font of Blood, Upheaval, and Giant Ground. Disgusting. I actually gave me an idea for something else. But when it actually doesn't do a physical hit, does it? And if it increased physical damage, would it actually matter? I don't think that works the same way for what. That combined tone is really strong. Yeah, no, I can see how it is. Oh, we need a totem. When do we get this totem? We get the effigy in a level. Does that apply in the same way? So if you do Ancestral Bond, that makes all your totems cost spirit, don't they? Is that if they have a spirit? If they have a spirit cost? Or is it okay? So they no longer have costs that apply to whatever they say. So if it's hey, cost mana, don't matter. They don't do that. So you bypassed it by making it cost blood. Makes sense. I feel like there's a way around this and I'm missing something. I'm missing a note somewhere. And it's gonna come to me in the middle of the night and I'm gonna lose my mind because I'll probably be in bed and I'm gonna be like, it's this. You're limited on the amount of spirit you can get. Yeah, I know. If I decide to use the shield, I can't use spirit. Spirit is not really gonna work. And if I'm using spirit to do other things, like get those curses going, this is gonna be really hard. We're probably gonna end up swapping out one for something else, but we still need at least 60 spirit for this to work. But we still want to be reducing defenses against chaos for enemies around us. While applying as much damage as possible. I was gonna Google something. getting to that brain fart moment. Chat, we take a quick break. I'm gonna get a snack and we'll be right back. Enjoy the sounds. And give me like 30 seconds to reset. See you shortly. All right, let's get back to it. It's super hard when you're build crafting. It's really hard to keep focus. I mean, it's really hard to like. It's hard not to lose the purpose of your thoughts. It's like, you know what you're going towards. I feel like something doesn't work. You always want to jump ship. Okay. We need to find that book. We need to level up. And then we need to get to our next goal. See if it works. If it doesn't work, we never got the freaking post. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That goes with your mace strike that uses. Oh wait, you sent me a message. Fought to despair. Earthquake with lacerate. Undying, life gain, culling with it. Bone shredder. You're double earthquaking? I mean, what am I saying? I can't read. You're earthquaking and earth shattering. With bone shatter. Pretty nice synergy with that. I think my biggest issue with playing this is that I don't think about how things synergize a lot. I think about how cool they look together. Like, it doesn't necessarily make a useful build. It just makes me sit there and say, oh, that's cool when it does that with that with that. I like that. It's like he said. That's what I need to stop doing. Let's find this Rora's body partner and let's keep going. Let's make progress to get this story done. Get out of this and get into endgame. Nothing matters until endgame happens. Wow. I will take that wonderful power charge. Thank you. I do need to find a reason to use power charges, and honestly that spear is becoming more and more useful in thought, at least. I wonder what happened if I use profanity with my other build. It does chaos damage over time, but does it matter when you're doing poison? Probably not. I need to find a way to make sure my recharge stays recharging. Oh, there. You've definitely helped me highlight some problems that I'm going to have, and they're coming really quickly because the game's gonna scale really fast. We need to fix this defense too, because Ramonra is gonna eat our face. Or just 25 lightning resists. Like, we're not gonna pass Ramonra if we don't fix that. We need better equipment in general. We have to find some decent, I don't know, stack of Exalt cost equipment. This is gonna be interesting though because we can like increase spell damage. Oh, doesn't the Crown of Eyes do something important that I have completely forgotten about? Crown of Eyes. Pretty certain Crown of Eyes scales. Yep. Energy shield. And increases to spell damage also applied to attacks. Crown of Eyes would be really helpful to us. Requires level 45. We should get Crown of Eyes. Because that increased the spell damage would also help out our attacks a lot. Earthquake causes bleeding and culls people, and when it culls, it falls into Printropolis. If you say hi, hello, that was you. Feel free to. I turned off my camera. I turned off my camera. I went to take that break, but hey, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Earthquake causes bleeding and culls people. When it culls, it gives me an endurance charge. Very, very lovely. When I move with Bone Shatter, it eats the endurance charge to fill my HP. Oh! The full automatically and has a chance to be used. Also, Earthquake is making things bleed. When I hit them with the Mace Strike, they take 30% more damage because of Bloodlust, and even more because of close combat, and even more because I have Helm. That enemies in your presence are considered on low life while in your presence. It's always the stacking effects of uniques, man. You gotta stack your skills and you gotta stack your effects. Always gotta do both. Always gotta do both. I always mess up on stacking one or the other, and then I get to a point where it's like, this doesn't make sense. What did I do wrong? We've got to get a Crown of Eyes at some point. So level 45? Okay. Because Crown of Eyes is going to be useful. If we can just continue increasing our spell damage, we can make our curses do more. And that's going to solve a problem. It's also going to make it so that we're increasing the damage of the one physical skill we're doing. That's going to help us a lot. At level 29, it's also going to increase the damage of the chaos hit that we do. I think that means the block now scales. Maybe. I use normal damage skills to add debuff or move. Honestly, normal damage skills are really good for the buffing. I don't think I've ever made a build where I've used my normal skills as a movement. Not yet, anyway. It's very, very PoE 1-esque. When I got to PoE 2, I didn't think about that. I guess it would still be possible, obviously. You just proved that to me, but I never thought about doing it again. Like, once I got to this, like, combo-esque cycle of things, I didn't really think... I didn't think of that. You're giving me too many ideas, man. Too many ideas. I like it, though. We're gonna use these at some point. Stop it. Go get poisoned somewhere else. I need to focus on the first idea I had. And turn this essence shot into a essence nuke like I did with the spear. I still wish endurance charges were easier to get. Yeah, endurance charges are super hard to get. It's really just breaking armor, or really just breaking armor, honestly. You gotta find a way to break armor. And then you can get essence charges. I mean, you can get endurance charges. That's like the only way. I gotta make it into a nuke. We gotta nuke them with spells. And then charge them. Let's do that now. If we take Essence Drain, make it a T5. Not T5. Make it a 5 slot. And then turn that into a nuking debuff. Does Volt work with this? I'm curious. It probably doesn't. It's probably only elemental skills. Or something like that. We're getting a little bit of like weird load time today. I think it just might be for this area that we're in. Might just be me. Wow. Always come to town, figure out what I was looking for. Going here, going here. No, what did I come to town for? Oh. Use this. We need to see if Essence Drain can be affected by Volt. No. Let's see. Acceleration change, acceleration pierce, retreat, scatter. It does fork. Nope. I don't think you can do what I want it to. There was a deck skill though. House maneuver, venom, blindside. Not any of the skills I want. Blind, commiserate, ferocity, ricochet. Can we volley? I don't think we can volley either. Why can't we volley? It's not a projectile, right? It is considered a projectile, but we can only scatter shot. I don't want a scatter shot. See you soon, Dragon. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in and joining us for a bit. You're always welcome to come back. Thank you for the information you dropped, and thank you for the shield. Handing off to read. Get that edumacations. Or just get that leisure reading in. We love a good leisure read. I mean, if you haven't noticed, there's a bookshelf over there. It's a book I actually need to finish reading. I haven't even started it. I read for fun. Hey, you're in good hands here. I've been too obsessed with Path of Exile though. It's been taking away from the fact that I should be reading of Mice. I think I should be reading of Mice Man. Forgot what book I picked up. that I was like, I haven't read. I need to read this. Oh, the Grapes of Wrath. I gotta read that. I gotta finish reading that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Why doesn't this apply to this skill? That kind of sucks. Volatile power works. Wait, but does that also mean we could apply, because this is still a projectile, right? So does that mean I can apply barrage? Or barrage requires a spear, does it not? Barrage applies a spear or a bow, so no, that doesn't work. So does that mean the item or the skill I'm thinking of? Why don't we just check all skills? No, all support gems. Spectral volley. What does it say? Those bow or straight projectile attacks. Okay, that's why that doesn't work. Volt. Volt exists too. What does it support? Supports projectiles attacks you use yourself. So why doesn't it apply? Essence drain. I'm reading a light RPG book called Chrysalis about a guy who was a kid and is an ant in a world with anti-dungeon creatures and humans are trying to kill them. Oh man. Every time there's a reborn in another world something and it involves ants, I am terrified of the concept. It's just like, no. I don't want to. Ants, no. Gain extra lightning damage and chain. Why does this work? Volt should work according to this explanation. Do I have a second one? I do not have a second Volt. The Volt is a T2. I don't know why Volt doesn't work. I should have a volley. Volley, no. What am I missing? I'm missing something here. Freeze, fork, shot, Volt is a cheat too. Alignment. Bow attacks, charge shots, also bow attacks. Range spear, salvo. Supports attack skills you use yourself. Fires projectiles. Maximum shields cannot control what direction they go in, which is fine. So am I crazy? This says attack skills. Oh, but is it considered an attack? No, it is not considered an attack. Why isn't it considered an attack? But this is. Interesting. But it can't use salvo because it supports attack skills. Essence Drain is not an attack skill. That's kind of crazy, actually. So if Essence Drain is not considered an attack skill, is the Essence Drain on a wand considered an attack skill because it comes from a weapon? Probably a crazy thought, but if I can find a wand with chaos on it, I'm buying it. Chaos bolt. Not an attack. What attack seals are projectiles? Let's look something up. E2DB. Let's see. Let's look for attack. Let's look for attack and chaos. I see poison burst, fine arrow, toxic growth, gas arrow. Those are all considered attacks and do chaos damage. So what attacks are considered projectiles? Bleedings, poisons, no shot, spirit throw. Nothing I can use. But that does answer a lot of questions. I probably will eat the food that I got earlier because this thought process is this thinking thing. This thinking thing is taking up a lot of thinking time. Well, that answers my question. So I can't do salvo and I can't do volt because I'm not using attack-based projectiles. I still want to find a way to stack up way more projectiles. That made me think. I'm thinking so, like, thoughts are going. Alright, we need level 31. That's our next goal. Let's get to level 31. And continue forward. You need to worry about resistances and stuff, which I probably should have done while I was in town. We need to find that body, which we still haven't found. 3 times in, no body. How to tell people you have ADHD without telling you have ADHD? That's just happening right now. Get the hits in there. Get them hits. These are actually increased, so even though we're shooting one projectile, I got one projectile a second. Or every 2 seconds. Just want more projectiles, man. I gotta make them fork. If it hits one target, it actually breaks apart and hits multiple. Probably need the fork. Something we need it to hit more targets. Crown of Eyes is also very important right now. I got to level 43. And increased spell damage is going to be really helpful for our overall damage. That's going to be a stepping stone we got to get. I was really hoping to create some kind of AoE nuke though. Our Contagion works pretty well, but if the Contagion doesn't hit, you don't clear. Damage is working though. Things are dying from the shield charges. So I guess we're like halfway there. If I remember to press this button, I can always curse an area. I need a bigger profane curse or something. I'll need to be here. Always know I'll get over here to that checkpoint with that body. A hard day one, chat. Like the hardest day one ever. I'm usually better at this on my first days. It usually feels smoother. Well, technically it's day 2, but it's like day 1 on stream, so we're showing like the progress. Should probably be hitting them with my mace or a buff mace skill. I'm close to them. I should be hit by something. I do need something like close, or maybe we don't. Maybe I just need to use profane. I'm always in their face. Something's gonna die. I can just actually cast the ritual. As long as I can knock them down and get them into the curse, it's fine. So yeah, I'm playing around with. You gotta make a body, use the body, clear the map with the body, get the chaos buff, use the body, turn someone into a spreader of contagion, use the body again, body. Why don't you use the body? Oh, I ran out of energy shield. The one times I would die, I just don't realize I have 1 HP. If I was using what you call it, I would have died right there actually. If I was using Chaos Knock, actually no, it wouldn't have mattered. The poison wouldn't have even hurt me. Poison wouldn't matter actually. I would be fine. I wouldn't be dying. Because bleeding wouldn't matter. Poison wouldn't matter. It actually worked out really well. One person popping from the poison with that profane on it actually worked out pretty well. It gives you a pretty nice clear for anything in the area. Oh, let's kill somebody. Pop a thing before they walk all over me. Oh, my cast speed is so bad. And this part is not even cooldown. This is gas speed. What can we use these power charges for too? We probably can turn it into power somehow, but I don't have any understanding of how to just yet. So if I keep the frame ritual, because it's one of the few skills that are purely chaos. What do I do with it? What do I make it do? Does it end? It probably ends, and it probably also applies like a negative effect, right? I didn't read what this does. I just saw chaos damage. Modifiers the spell damage applied to the buff damage over time. Yes, 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 yes. But it's not considered a curse. It's considered an AoE chaos spell with a duration, but not considered a curse. I can't make it pop. Somehow increases area too. It's not the only frame ritual is only going to work if there's a body. My issue too. Frame ritual is only as good as their bodies around. And we needed to make things in our build work with or without X or Y. I only be dedicated to the frame ritual. I only can use it when there's a body. Again, it'll end up being a mapping build. Everything we put in there has to be able to affect everything as max as often as possible. Oh, Dakara. Dakara. Give me a letter. So many things were gone. So much brain fart. Most possible failure. Weirdness, man, weirdness. Weird things, weird things. Hearing sounds. All right, so. Continue this. Like I bumped into my desk and made a sound. Or something fell. I don't know where it is. Okay. Tap works. You got that clear? That worked, that worked. This is good stuff. You can have up to 5 of these curses. Probably should make it happen multiple times. So we use 1, we get 3. Probably a much better idea. I forgot what that support skill is called. It lowers the area of each cast, but it tends to take up more space because of how it works. Take my curses. Take them all. I had faster cast speed. Oh my god. I gotta fix these problems. Like it would just feel better. It feels so bad right now. Like low cast speed on a mostly casting build. Feels terrible to clear. Bam. Wait, can you not do what you're doing right now? Like I know I accidentally cursed you first, but I really wanted to curse your ads. Damn, I'm out of energy shield again. We gotta fix this energy shield. As soon as the defenses break down, man. Those are my bodies. I need bodies. Stop cheating. What? What was that? Who did the ultimate spear toss at me? I wasn't expecting a spear toss. Works out, I guess. Alright. I'll get to the top of this tower. Oh, it didn't take any damage, but it hit our shields and they took some damage, so. Take 200 points of damage a hit, so 600 points of chaos damage. According to what it says, I don't know if it's actually doing 600 points of chaos damage. I feel like it isn't. You know, I just realized that mace also says attacks, doesn't it? It's a problem. It's only really going to affect our shield charge, which is probably not a problem, actually. Actually, does it even affect our shield charge? The shield charge is determined by the shield? Yes, by our shield. I don't think it matters. Probably doesn't matter. Probably doesn't matter. I guess at the end of this all, I could be using a wand. It really wouldn't matter because I already know what to do with shield charge. Mace has no importance here.
They are still here.
Maybe we'll go wand. Wand probably be the better idea. The Nebulok is cool though. And instant criticals from. It says attacks. It definitely does say attacks. Probably not gonna have any attacks.
You found a letter when I...
Check this mace again. Because we're not using attacks, and it doesn't make sense to use attacks if we're going. It doesn't make sense to worry about attacks. We're not gonna have any. Well, not any besides shield charge. And shield charge will consume an endurance charge or critically hit. But does it matter if our shield charge critically hits? Well, it kind of does. It kind of will. It kind of will. And I just realized we haven't done something with this as well. Sun buildup is important, but not. No, it's not right now. So, what if we take... Can we do Chaos Infusion on there? Probably not. We can actually do Chaos Infusion here. Less non-chaos damage, but 25% increase extra chaos damage. %, more chaos availability on you. If we use Chaos Infusion and put it on shield charge, it will make shield charge 26 3D of base offhand physical. Oh, what does that mean? Base offhand physical? Huh, what? Knocks enemy back, oh blah, more stun build up. Increase cooldown recovery. I want to try that. Let's see. Profanity. Have Chaos Infusion. You have volatility, but we don't have any crit chance. I mean, I got Chaos Infusion. We are using that T3 run. That's on our May strike. That don't matter. What if we just drop the 50% increase stun? Stun doesn't even matter that much to me right now. Let's drop the stun. I don't even think I need the stun. Let's do one. One more intelligence node. No, one more strength node. Let's do that. I want all these block chance increases. 25% reduced global defenses isn't gonna matter. I'm going to be getting these. I'll probably get that bonus first though. A block chance, but bonuses. And that's gonna fix our regeneration actually. So yeah, maybe we should just finish all these. No. The Shaw disconnected. Oh man, I lost my connection. We're gonna have to like I'm gonna have to find a way. I'm gonna have to find a way to make this feel better. It feels really weird right now. And it's mostly just because of the cast speed reduction. I need a wand as well. Like, my idea might work with that mace. Dedicating over 100 points into strength is kind of weird. But we're splitting the intelligence strength cost anyway. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is doing its job. And especially with the chaos added to this, actually, they're dying so much faster. Using 50% for 25 with the bonus is actually effective. Although I do think it was one tapping them before. I might be wrong. No, I was still one tapping. Actually giving time for that stuff to start spreading too. I think it's kind of funny that we're just charging into people and encouraging them. The goal is to charge, well, curse then charge. And as that person dies, you charge again. It's curse and charge. And I think if it's my actual offhand or my actual weapon, I need to use a mace. If it doesn't do any physical damage, then my base damage sucks. If I keep increasing the chaos, and then using power charges for that crit bonus might work out the way I'm thinking. It's gonna need a lot of power charges all the time. And we need a way to get power charges that don't come from me using the power charges. Like, it'll work for clearing, that won't work for murdering a boss. At least not all the bosses. Bam. Bam. I remember to cast this. Ooh. Casting that while he was on top of that was perfect, actually. Had a ton of damage. He's in a bigger circle. Refrain ritual looks like it's staying for clear. And you probably want some kind of regen too. Because then we're gonna need that to fix our energy shield pops. Need some kind of regen for it. I think first thing first, before we get the increase in block chance, we're going to stack up a bunch of armor and energy shield bonuses. I think if we got 12 here, no, we're fine. We're fine. I'm thinking too hard. Must think less. Must think less and test more. Honestly, feel like We got a 50% increase from that double use, and I feel like instead of worrying about that 50% increase, I should be worrying about getting it and just reducing the cost, the cooldowns, or increasing my cooldowns. So I can get 30 by having 2 hits. This is way more useful. Even if it's 6 seconds long. Because if we make it the cooldown fast enough for the recast, it's not gonna matter. In 6 seconds, you'll always have a second recast up, so. I may have made a mistake with some of this. One of these picks. Just because of how the rotation for one is. Chaotic charge. What can I do with these power charges is today's question. I've never used power charges for anything. The first time I tried them out, they were not in the spot where I understood what to do with them while playing PoE 2. But now that I've had some time to mess around with them, I think I actually can think of something to do with it. And there's a lot more supports for it, to be honest. It's the weirdest computer glitch ever. A lovely creature. Crazy. Oh, cast time. Oh, you kind of suck. Cast time is dookie. I love how the double stacks. Once they actually activate, they just tend to pop, and it's funny. Like stack. 300% insta death. I'm still getting a ton of stun. Is this because the effect is actually effective, or is it just the damage? Interesting. Thought process is happening again. God damn it. Why are you able to hit? Oh, because I have double cast sight. Man, keep running on energy shield. Mostly my fault, but whatever. I could have done better than that. One more T8 rune. We can do shield charge. And profane ritual. Alright, chat. I'm reaching the limit of my streaming time today. Old man print. Hitting old man status. So we are going to stop here. I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow actually with some more stream stuff. We're gonna keep working on this build. I have to get some things in place, and once they're there, I think it's really gonna pop off. I just don't know how. We need to get blasphemy, so we still need 60 more spirit. So blasphemy isn't even gonna pop up until much later into the game. I'll have to figure that one out. But we need it. We need it. We gotta do as much chaos damage as possible. We need tons of chaos damage. So gotta figure that out. It's really hard. It's really, really difficult. It's way more difficult than I thought it would be. It threw me off a little. Excuse me. But I think that's it for us. We'll be back tomorrow, as I was saying, to continue working on this. And I need another coffee because I am constantly forever sleepy. See you folks tomorrow. Have a great one. Much love to you, and have a good night. Later. Thank you for all the follows today too. I appreciate you folks coming in and joining the Printropolis. Check us out on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. We'll see you about later.